Hello everyone, Scott from Adrenaline Adventures here. Thanks for watching the video. Today I'm going to be doing a review of a two-person MORZH sauna tent that I recently received in the mail. Normally on my channel, I'm doing off-grid adventures, but with the world the way it is right now, I'm staying close to home. Hopefully you're doing the same, taking care of your family just like I'm taking care of my family. If you've ever been interested in winter camping or the idea of an off-grid mobile sauna that you can take with you on your trips, then this is a video to pay attention to. I'm going to set up in my garage. The weather right now outside is just above freezing. It's early April in Ontario, Canada. The snow's coming down. So I'm going to set it up in here. Once I get it set up and I know what I'm doing with it, I'm going to bring it in the backyard, set it up, and get a roaring fire going in the stove, pour some water over the rocks, and enjoy a sauna in early April next to my swimming pool. And I'll tell you what I think, show you what this stove and sauna tent is all about. Well, so right off the bat, I'm surprised how small the packaging is. It feels like the poles are in here as well as the tent material. The tent material is supposed to be quilted to give it that extra insulation. So I'm really curious to get it up and see exactly the size of the footprint. It's supposed to be a two-person tent with enough room for a wood stove in it, which is the sauna stove. So I'll get that together and show you. But first I want to open up. I'm really curious to see what the stove looks like. Okay, this is the packaging for the wood stove. Comes with a camouflage carrying sack. The handles go through it. Not too bad. Not too heavy. These slip out. It's got Velcro on it. Looks like the stovepipe is in it. This opens up. Comes with a vented bottom with an ashtray to clean it out. Okay, here's my sauna tent. I believe it's a two-person MORZH quilted sauna tent. Feels reasonably light, 10 to 15 pounds. Pretty small bag for a winter tent. And this is literally the first time I'm opening it. I'm really curious to see what this is like because it does have a quilted material that's going to keep some of the heat in compared to a canvas tent that really doesn't retain much heat when you got a fire going in it. So here we go. Assume these are pegs. Screw and pegs. It's paracord. These got to be the poles. I think this is a storage locker for up top. This is the actual tent itself. So for the first try run, I'm going to put together my garage. No instructions. Should be fairly straightforward. We'll see how it goes. And the material is surprisingly thick. There is a bit of a quilted synthetic insulation in it. So the tent has heat-resistant material where the stovepipe might come into contact or where you'd have to worry about it. And it has a metal protective ring around the opening of the fabric where the stovepipe goes through the tent. It is well above 40 degrees Celsius in here. I am sweating like crazy. I've been in and out of the tent filming the video, filming the review of this, so it's tough to be dressed properly and not be freezing while I'm outside and coming in here. My camera keeps fogging up when I open the door and close the door. So there's some filming challenges, to say the least. But ultimately, if you were enjoying this tent and stove and weren't worrying about filming the process, it would be a very enjoyable experience. Pouring the water over the rocks really kicks up the heat in here. I got a few small pieces of oak burning in the stove. It's really going well. Again, we're almost up to 45 degrees Celsius in here, so I'm in a wool shirt and some pants, so I got to jump in the pool and cool off. But again, I'm back and forth filming, and it's challenging, right? So overall, as a sauna, this thing works amazing. As a tent to winter camp in, there's enough room for one person in here with the stove going and your gear, and it would work really well. I do like the height. Some smaller winter camping tents aren't this tall, so I do like, this is almost like a hunting blind. So being 6'2", I can stand up in this, getting changed and that sort of thing is really nice. And then it's still nice and small. So packing it up in the travel bag is really small. The stove is relatively light. So during my winter camping adventures, especially when I'm camping out of my truck, I'll be taking a stove with me anyways, so I really only have to throw the tent in my truck, and it really doesn't take up a lot of room. So I'll be able to take this and cook in it and just warm up and do my bathing, that sort of thing, when I'm gone for extended periods of time in cold weather. So I'm really looking forward to that. So check this out, MORZH. They make winter tents. They make great stoves. Intent is the name of the stove I have. Give it a try. You'll like it. And the whole off-grid mobile sauna is really enjoyable, especially when you're watching the snow coming down over the water, over the trees. It's going to be really nice. Okay, I changed from my wool shirt. I originally had a wool sweater on, a wool merino wool base layer, and my pants. I was in and out of the tent setting up the video sort of thing. So now I've pretty much got all the footage I need. And I was really heating up with the clothes I was wearing. So it's just above freezing outside. It's snowing. It's been snowing all morning. It's almost 50 degrees Celsius in here. And this tent is the real deal. It certainly holds the heat in. I've got some rocks on top of the stove, and I'm ladling some water on top of those. And the steam really kicks up from that. I really like this stove. This is my second wood stove that's this size. The one stove I have is a Camp Chef. It's a cast iron cylinder stove, which is really heavy. Really nice for cooking on. It's a great stove. You don't have to carry it too far. This one is all stainless steel. It's a little more complicated looking. It's got a lot of cutouts, but those are meant to protect against bumping into it, and also radiate the heat better, apparently, throughout the tent. But I do like the look of it, and it's a lot lighter, so that part's really enjoyable, and it has some carrying handles on the front and back of it, which make it really easy to transport around. So loving that part. It's pretty stable. Stovepipe is, they're really putting it together. There was no issues at all, so I was really happy with it. Along with the tent, putting the tent together. The only thing unique with this tent is how the poles go in. They zip in from the outside. That takes a little getting used to, but besides that, it's good. The temperature in here is creeping up to 50 degrees Celsius. I am roasting. So I'm going to go jump in the water, come back, see how this goes. It actually got hotter in here when I was gone. It's over 50 degrees Celsius. I'm going to show you. iPhone got so hot that it shut down in emergency mode, so I'm going to end this before I break my phone. And then I want to bring my camera in here because it is, as you can see, very hot in here. So before I melt anything else, I'm going to wrap this up. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I do some gear review once in a while with the isolation that's going on. I'm kind of limited. I haven't been going on trips, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to take advantage and put this to the test in my own backyard. So hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe for more videos. And I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button on this one. Thank you. Cheers.